So earlier today, while I was home with the kids doing homeschooling, it wasn't until probably 10, 11, maybe even 12, I started noticing this odor of what I thought paint thinner smelled like, which I know that's not natural gas, but it's not a natural smell to the house. So I called the fire department, the non-emergency line, to see what their suggestions were. They weren't sure what it could be. They said that they could send someone out, but I wasn't sure if I was smelling it. Like, I would walk through a room or pass a door and I would smell it just briefly. And so I thought maybe I'm mistaking another smell for this. But we left for several hours today and we had the house shut up. Now let me backtrack. I did open windows when I first started smelling that because we were in the house. I didn't want there to risk there being any kind of danger. But we left the house for a couple hours. We came back and the house was closed up. And as soon as we stepped in the door, it was such a strong odor of, again, the paint thinner or the gasoline type stuff, just something very chemical. It wasn't a sulfur smell. It wasn't definitely not natural gas. We have a carbon monoxide detector, which obviously you're not going to smell that, but we know that's not what that issue was. So in the 9 years of owning a home, few different moves in there, I don't think we've experienced anywhere close to as many different things that we've had here in the past year. We've had the power go out because of an ice storm, and we just had like a small generator. We had flooding from that ice storm, the melt and all the rain that came after that. So we had a lot of flooding. We had, a foot of water in the basement. And then our whole entire front yard washed out. You can see that in the Winter Storm Landon 2022 video. But I'm sure there's other things that I'm not thinking of. We've had trees down because of storms, but then there's this gas issue. So we're still waiting on the fire department to show up and see if they can help us figure out what's going on. Okay, here is the update and the funny story. So they get here and they're checking, they walk in, and we have a volunteer fire department where we live. So the first guy on scene walks in, he's like, man, that smells really bad. We didn't know what the smell was. So he starts asking questions. Do you have a gas can in the house? I'm like, right. You parked that quad in the basement. We have a basement access. And we were having issues with a trespasser, and we needed to reinforce one of our barn doors, and the quads are easily rolled out. So he parked them down there. Come to find out, one of them has a gas leak, and it was leaking race fuel all over the floor. There was a huge puddle. So they've got these big old fans. They're doing a cleanup right now. So if you smell gas in your house, it's probably gas. So the mess is cleaned up. Right there by that red pole is where the big puddle was.